This question is testing some basic triangle stuff, right? We've got a right triangle. We have the lengths of the legs of a right triangle. So we need to know that word leg refers to the sides that are kind of making up the 90-degree angle. And which of the following is close to the length of the triangle's hypotenuse? So the hypotenuse is always the longest side of the right triangle, the side opposite the 90-degree angle. So that word you need to know. That is fundamental to geometry, fundamental to right triangles. Now, in order to find that, we are going to use Pythagorean theorem, which is given to us in the reference chart. I'll put it here just to show. So let's put it in. And it's kind of given, in my opinion, in a way that's kind of backwards. I learned it as a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. But whatever way you learn it, it's there. And the reason we use this formula is when we have two sides of a right triangle, we can use this to find the third. If we have just one side, we might need to use these special right triangle things. Those involve 30, 60, 90 right triangles and 45, 45, 90 right triangles. But we don't have any angles here, so we don't think those don't apply as far as I can tell. So we're just going to do it with the Pythagorean theorem. So let's just go to some scratch paper here. So a squared plus b squared is c squared. Remember, the c is always the hypotenuse, so that's what we're looking for. We don't know the hypotenuse. So 3 squared plus 7 squared, and those don't matter. The order doesn't matter there. So that's 9 plus 49 is c squared. 9 plus 49 is 58. So that's not an answer. Good, because some people might pick that. But in order to solve for it, we have to take the square root. Now, because these are all decimals, I don't need to worry about like simplifying radicals or anything. I'm just going to use the calculator. So square root of 58, 9 plus 49, yep. 9 plus 49 is 7.6. Done. Answer. So that's it. If we had to deal with simplifying radicals in some way, we could also kind of get around that by just using decimals, by converting the answer choices also into decimals from the radicals, but it just doesn't happen here. So yeah, just basically show your work on the page. You don't want to make a mistake. A lot of people put things in the wrong places with Pythagorean theorem, but it's fairly straightforward. As long as you keep track of the hypotenuse, the formula is pretty easy to work with.